guys, this is the ASMR Medic, and we're going to be taking a look at the recently released, yesterday I believe, or this morning, the recently released FIFA 22 ratings, player ratings. So this was actually suggested to me by, as you can see, Train Hobo. Now I always forget when I'm quoting someone in my video that their comment or something on Discord, I always forget to actually put the comment on screen, so this time I'm actually just showing you my entire comment history. So yeah, Trainobo, thank you very much for your suggestion. As you can see, it was a very good suggestion given how many likes it got, but if before it got 7 likes, I was already fully on board. But it was a really good suggestion, so we're just going to run through them. It's going to be quite a relaxed video. We'll get onto some FIFA later in the week, I think. If you guys didn't see my recent post on my community channel, on my community page, should I say, I've been doing daily videos recently, and I can't really keep doing that now, as I'm really into the thick of it with my degree. For those of you who don't know, I am studying medicine, and this is my 4th out of 5 years, and if I'm not in the hospital, I'm doing revision and work. I'm also a tutor, so I've got a lot of work on my plate, and doing daily videos is just it's fun, but it is a bit distracting for my degree and some other things. So we're gonna probably cut down to around 3 or 4 videos. What I might try and do is 3 videos and a stream every week, and that'll probably be 1 or 2 FIFA, 1 or 2 Minecraft, or 1 FIFA, 1 Minecraft, and what will probably end up being a medical video. So back to kind of educational ASMR. I know that a lot of you enjoy that, and that is actually what this channel was meant to be in the first place. So that allows me to make a video and revise at the same time. So that's probably going to be the plan, but I will plan to release an actual formal video schedule. I've never done one before because I've never really needed to, but given how busy I'm going to be, I think it's time to actually set up a proper schedule. So you can maybe keep an eye out for that over the next week as I kind of work around it. And my stream, which is hopefully going to be once a week, will likely be on either FIFA, Minecraft, or medicine, depending on which one has less videos in the week. So that's what I want to say. And also a massive thank you to everyone who has been supporting me over the past month or so. This channel it recently hit 5,000, and we're already at 5.5 thousand. This is the fastest growth my channel has ever had by a massive margin. So honestly guys, I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, because it just makes it even more fun to make them. So yeah, drop a like on this video if you are finding it relaxing and you enjoy it. Okay, enough rambling. I've started on page 4 of the Footbin FIFA 22 ratings. I haven't seen any ratings. I've not even really caught a glimpse because I made sure to not look and just scroll to the bottom of the page, click page 4. I went to page 5 at first, and I just thought, making sure my microphone's still on, it just seemed like what's the point? Oh, Jude Bellingham, 79. Okay, well maybe we will stay here. Oh my god, Marcelo, 80. One caveat, as you might be able to tell as we go through the video, is that I don't watch much football outside of the Champions League or the Premier League. I'm actually a Doncaster Rovers fan, formerly, who are in League One. And it will show, because you may think that my opinions don't know what I'm talking about. So it'll be based on those fleeting performances I've seen in the Champions League, or maybe in the Euros if they performed in the Euros. So I know I've heard about a lot of players and how they're performing. So yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll start here, and if something catches my eye, for example, Fikayo Tomori and Jude Bellingham. Oh, I've clicked on him. Didn't mean to do that. And now I can't even go back. There you go. Fikayo Tomori, I know that he did quite well at AC Milan last year. Also, oh my god, I was about to say father-in-law. I am not married. My girlfriend's dad is, he said that he played really well, which is why he was really excited when Tammy Abraham moved to Roma, because he's thinking all these English players going to Syria. So yeah, it's good to see that they're actually giving centre-backs decent pace now. I think there's still a bit of bias against them, but still, Jude Bellingham, I think it could be 80. 81's maybe a bit much, but 79 I guess is relatively fair. We'll look at some of these as well. In the higher ratings we'll go and look at these. But I think Jude Bellingham he's going to be, just an incredible player. I love watching that guy play. Incredible player. Got a lot of likes already. He'd be a good starting player to get, actually. Julian Draxler, I know that he's not performed that well at PSG. Yeah, so yeah, Marcelo's been downgraded. I mean, what is he, 84? That would be old. 34 years old. But I don't know too much. What's that? His passing? Dribbling, 87. Wow. Should be a winger. I think this is an unfair rating, 80. I think he's better than that. Watching him in the Champions League and for Ukraine in the Euros, I think he's a really good player. Zinchenko, pace is probably fair. I mean, pace is a really important thing in FIFA, and they probably give it a lot of credit when it comes to the overall rating. He isn't that quick, so yeah, maybe that's fair. He's a very, very well-rounded player, a bit weak. He'll be a good starter, to be fair. I don't know anything about the Portuguese league. I don't even know who these guys are. João Mario. Yeah, I don't know much about them. Akanji. Malin. Is he the young guy? Is he a new player for them? Vinicius Jr. Maybe a bit underrated at 80, but I mean that pace, oh my god, hasn't got much of a to be fair, what I have seen of Vinicius Jr. is that his end product could do with some work. Clearly a great dribbler, and I didn't actually know he was that fast, but clearly he's absolutely rapid. But yeah, I mean, that really does let him down. Paredes, Lucas, Nacho, bit boring, whatever. Good pace actually though for Nacho. Calvin Phillips, I think that's a fair rating. He's had a lot of hype recently. I know he won England's best player, England national team best player. And he played brilliantly in the Euros, and he's central to Leeds team, but wow, -2. Is that because they think he should be rated higher? I'm not sure he should be rated higher than that. 81 seems pretty fair, 82 maybe, but 83 or more I think might be giving him too much credit. I know I'll probably get some hate from Leeds fans for saying that. I think he's a great player, don't get me wrong. 81 I think is fair. Lodi, don't really know too much about him, to be honest. Hector Herrera. I can't wait to pack this guy 100,000 times. I can already tell that I'm going to get this guy in literally every single rare players pack. Vidal knocking on a bit these days, isn't he? Maintained his rating though. Perisic, I think he's getting on a bit as well. He looks like he's lost some of his pace. I don't really know how he's performed in real life though, in Serie A though. He seems to be quite good in the Euros, but not what he used to be. Otamendi. Wow, a lot of Portuguese league players here. Reece James, 81, right wing back rather than right back. I guess he tactical system. 80 pace seems maybe a little bit harsh. Shooting, I think he deserves a lot better than that. I'm interested to see where that has gone wrong for him, because it's not that important in terms of gameplay. Oh right, we don't have in-depth. We don't have in-depth. I mean, the thing is, that's going to be a combination of finishing and long shots, as well as maybe curve and things like that. I'm not sure what else comes into it, so maybe his long shots are better, because Reece James has a fierce long shot. He's scored some cracking goals and some very near misses, if you know what I mean. As in, he has scored some almost incredible goals, if it weren't for some very good goalkeeping. But yeah, looks like a really well-rounded player actually. Strong, decent defender, decent dribbler, decent passer. I think that's about right for him then. 81 I think is fair, but I do think he deserves better shooting and maybe a bit faster. I think he's a bit quicker than that. Julian Brandt, people clearly think he deserves to do better. Let's move on to page number 4. Make sure that I'm still recording. Trezeguet, Isco just kind of fizzled, didn't he? I don't really know how he played, but I remember 6 or 7 years ago he was seen as the next big player, like the next Iniesta type player, if not a bit more attacking. Declan Rice 82, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair rating. Yeah, slow, bad at shooting. I think 81 might be a bit unlucky. I think he's probably a bit better than that. And passing, well, I mean, he's not exactly known for it. Is Declan Rice weaker than Reece James? I know it takes into account a few things. The last time I watched Declan, I watched the whole of the last West Ham game, and he was always getting about, always in the right place. He's a great tackler of the ball, he really is. And I think he's stronger than that. 6'1" is a big guy, isn't he? I think 79's unfair on him there. Pace, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think he's particularly quick. 66 might be a slight injustice. You can see where I'm focusing. I'm focusing on the Premier League players, and that might be a bit annoying for those of you who don't care that much about the Premier League, but it's the only place where I have any proper knowledge. It looks like people are a little bit annoyed and think that he might be deserving of a slightly higher rating. I can't understand. Okay, he's non-rare. Oh. I mean, also, who cares? Whatever. For discard price. Rice card, very good. I think we're just making a bunch of woeful stats and 82 rated. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I mean, the dribbling's bad. The passing is bad. Where is 82? Actually, that is a fair point. Where is 82 coming from? Maybe he has like a really high. I mean, if you think about this, he might have just poor slide tackling or something, and the rest is quite good. I mean, yeah, I don't think that'd be a particularly usable card in Ultimate Team. Just like Isco, for example, no one's actually going to use Isco apart from right at the start. He's just too slow. Same for Guy, really. I actually don't know who that is. Mario Hermosa can. No idea. No idea. It shows my lack of knowledge. I actually have never heard of that name. Rebic, I think he's actually quite an underrated player in real life. I like Rebic, and I think that he's been well rated. I know I just said he's underrated, but in general footballing spheres he's underrated. I think he deserves an 82. Ferran Torres 82, I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. Not going to be hugely usable, but there's very few wingers for Man City who are, to be honest, in terms of their pace. Don't know why I clicked on Pepe. 80 pace for Pepe. His name is Kepler. 80 pace. That can't be right. Is he that quick? Isn't he like 38 years old? No, That must not be correct. Surely not. I mean, what an amazing centre-back that would be. Mildly funny. I mean, alright, I have no idea. I really don't know. Maybe he is that quick. It just seems unusual, doesn't it? So, okay, you put Pepe next to Dumfries, a young right back who I believe is actually pretty fast. They're the same pace. I don't think so. I call nonsense on that. Christian Ericsson still in the game. Is he going to be playing? I try to keep up with that every month or so. I got the suggestion that they're going to try and let him play. I know that he needs a little implantable defibrillator type thing, but I hope so. Cool. Rafa, Grimaldo, Chanoglu plays for Inter Milan. I didn't know that. Okay. Gareth Bale, yeah, I mean 82. Probably fair. Torgan Hazard, yeah. Emre Can, 82. I don't know how good he is, so maybe. De Paul. Saul, he had a shocker of a debut, didn't he, for Chelsea? I think 82 is probably fair. He'd had some very, very good seasons, didn't he? But I think he's not quite playing at his, from the impression I've got, I've not actually seen, but from what I gather, he's not quite the Saul Niguez that he used to be. Militao. Looks like a good centre back. Ben Chilwell, probably fair. Is he better than Reece James? Probably at the moment. Alphonso Davies only same rating as Ben Chilwell. Davies. Not sure I agree with that. But whenever I see Davies plays, he's brilliant, like a standout performer. I think 82. I think he could probably be 83 or 84. Pulisic, I think that's fair. 82. Berardi, what an unbelievably underrated player he is. I think 82 is fair. I mean, he's not a quick player, so he's going to struggle in FIFA, isn't he? In terms of rating. Kimpembe, 83. Icardi, 83 for Icardi. But I don't think he actually deserved that. 81 or 82 is probably fair. Whenever I see him play, he's remarkably unremarkable, if you know what I mean. But again, I don't watch Ligue 1 very often. But whenever I see him play, I'm a bit like, whatever. And apparently he's a bit of an arse, so not that should really make any changes to his score. Simon Kjær, 83. When I watched him play against England, he's a solid player. And a great guy as well. But I don't know much about him really. 83, yeah, I guess. Jesus, 83. You know, I think I like it. I do actually like Jesus. He gets a bad rap at City, but 83, is he better than Ferran Torres? I personally think, is he better than Declan Rice? I don't think so. Is he better than Guy? I don't think so. Davies? Nope. Berardi? Nope. I mean, is Icardi better than Davies? I know it's different because the ratings clearly are affected by stats differently from striker to centre back to defensive mid to full back or whatever. But if it's going to be an 83 is objectively a better player than an 82, then I don't think he deserves 83. Icardi or Jesus. Fernandinho, 83. Does he even play that much anymore? Has he gone up a rating? I can't remember. Thomas Lemar, I don't know much about him. Valverde, I have seen some compilations of Valverde. I think he's a great player. I really, really like him. What a well-rounded player he is. I love these kind of box-to-box midfielders. Didn't know he was that quick wasting too much time. Let's get through some of these. Or Vidal Correa. I don't know too much about these guys. João Felix down to an 83 or up to an 83. I thought he was rated higher than that. What are people saying about him? How did he get upgraded? Oh, so he was lower. People saying that he actually, generally speaking, doesn't deserve it. I actually don't know. I know that he's considered a wonder kid, but I don't know much about him. Mason Mount 83. That is deserved. That is deserved. Mason Mount is brilliant, and as Azpilicueta has been upgraded as well. I'm really, really glad to see that. Yeah, that is so true. This guy is so consistent. I think I saw a stat that said that Azpilicueta has never, in the 8 years he's been at Chelsea, has never made a mistake, a defensive mistake that has resulted in a goal to the opposition. Who can claim a stat like that? And I think only recently Azpilicueta was rated like 79. I think that's so harsh. He's not hugely usable because he is slow. He's like a mix between a full-back and a centre-back, isn't he? But I think he's cracking player. I like that. I like that he's been upgraded. Yep, Kovacic is underrated, just generally. Rudiger, that's probably fair. Could get an 84, I think. Asensio, I don't know, I can't really claim much knowledge on him. John Stones seems a bit overrated. I personally really like John Stones, but 83, it looks like most of it's coming from his defending. Is he better than some of the guys who are 82? I'm not sure about that. I thought Kessie moved to Liverpool. Who moved to Liverpool? Maybe I'm mixing him up with someone. Zlatan is still 84, that's awesome. What a legend he is. Phil Foden, 84 rated. Jack Grealish, 84 rated. Now I think that's fair. I think Foden is such a talent. I mean, is he 84 rated now? Like, objectively, is Phil Foden better than Mason Mount? I struggle to make an argument for that. I don't know, Jack Grealish, yes, he's 84. He's underrated. Well, actually, that's not true. I think he gets an unfair amount of stick. He's definitely not underrated because he's worth 100 million apparently to Man City, and it's not an unpopular or particularly interesting opinion to say that he's a great player. I think that a lot of people say that he's not as good as some people claim to be, and the people that say that he's not as good as that are wrong. I think he really is such an impactful player. I love him. I love watching him play. His output may not be as good as people hype him up to be, if that makes sense. They might be level, but I don't think output needs to be in terms of assists and goals, because that's what people get rated on, which I think is ridiculous. But in terms of chance creation and the sort of intangible things like how he can turn a game on its head, or how he can get the crowd going, how he genuinely just drives his team forward and gets foul. I mean, I think he's the most foul player in the Premier League, isn't he? I think that's a well-known stat, but those more intangible stats, though, or intangibles, are what makes Jack Grealish, and what make him such a special player. Because I remember players like, and I'm not comparing him, but players like David Beckham, who really, especially for like Real Madrid, people thought he was very not as good as he was expected to be, because his output wasn't that good. He didn't score many goals. say this rating is undeserved. I agree. Phil Fodder. Okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, he is going to be a really, really good card to use. Okay, let's move on. So, CH is still 84 rated. I'm not really sure how he justifies that given how few matches he's played. Maybe it'd be harsh to downgrade him. I think he's a very, very good player, but maybe 84 is a bit overrated. I mean, same quality as Phil Foden. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, 84 for Kai Havertz, that's fair. Timo Werner, 84, 81 shot. I know he's out. I think it's fair to keep him high rated, even though he's like in such bad form in terms of scoring. Because I think it's become more of a meme than anything, and I think that is unfair. I think it's unfair because it's clearly form. He's shown in the Bundesliga and in flashes for Chelsea that he is the player that people expected him to be when he came to Chelsea. I just think he needs some confidence. I really like him as a player. Hernandez, I know that he's meant to be a very good player. Can't comment really. Barella, oh, okay, right. He deserves 84 rating. I've seen him playing in Serie A, in the Euros as well. Incredible player. Debatably deserves to be higher rated. 85, 86. I think the only reason he's 84 is because people who like the Premier League don't know much about him. He's been given an upgrade. He deserves a higher upgrade. I think he deserves to be faster, better shot, better passing. Dribbling is fair. Defending is probably fair, maybe a tad higher, and physical. If that is based on his, well, there's stamina, isn't there? Strength-wise, okay, that's probably fair, but I think it deserves to be higher because his stamina should be in the 90s, and natural fitness or whatever it is should be in the 90s. I think 86, 85. He's outstandingly underrated. I love Barella. Hakimi, can't say I know too much about him. This is hilarious how little I'm commenting on anything other than Premier League or like the odd Italian player. Griezmann, I have to say, look, I think Griezmann's overrated. Maybe it's just the Barcelona effect, but I never really get his hype. Please correct me in the comments. Oh, hey, Resurrection. Yeah, Koke. What a name. Devry Martinez is such a good player. I wanted to see him move to the Premier League, but there was never even really a hint that he would. I thought Man City should try and buy him or something, but whatever. I think he signed a new contract in the end. But yeah, what a player. I love him. He reminds me of Tevez, actually. Sorry, I had to cut there because my girlfriend is going to the dentist and was a bit scared. I'm just seeing Thiago Silva. That's a bit of a downgrade, isn't it? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Anyway, Gundogan, great player. Deserves to be 85. Cole Walker, 85. Yeah. Nah. If like Mason Mount is 83, no, okay, 85 is probably deserved in terms of overall, long-standing form and stuff. Yeah, 85, fine. He has downgraded a lot to 85. Marco Reus maintaining at 85, pretty good. People disagree. Should be lower. Should be better. Who knows? Look how they massacred my boy. It's the same rating, you nonsense. I don't know. I love all the Brazilian Spanish and Italian names that just turn out to be completely different. deserved. Carvajal, can't comment. What is his name? Like, what do they call it? Oh, Rodri. If I just thought about his name for a second. Yep, 86. Wow. I guess that's deserved. 86 for Laporte. Silva downgraded to 86. I guess he didn't make quite as many waves as he did last season, did he? And Nanovic, Shadow. I think that's deserved. I think he's a great player. Mahrez, Llorente. Oh my god. I mean, actually, but as a centre. Okay, well, everyone's, yeah. Look at the likes he's had. Everyone's going to want this player at the start of the game. What a card. Usable until March. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be expensive, isn't he? Wow. 88 pace, 80 shooting, 81 passing, 82 dribbling, 78 defending, 82 physicality. Whoa. That is one hell of a card. Look at his, like, what is his overall stats? 491. That is significantly higher than everyone else of a similar rating, other than Pogba. But I mean, he's going to be so expensive, isn't he? Hummels, Skriniar. What is his name? I can't remember what his name is from here. Marquinhos, yeah, Marquinhos. 87 rating, I don't know. That's, wow, very good ratings. Is it deserved? I have no idea. Lloris, 87. Jadon Sancho, 87 rated. Lots of dislikes. People seem to disagree. -2 pace, whatever. 81. Oh, right, yeah, that is true. Yeah, what? He's quicker than that. He is definitely quicker than that. Right, it looks like most people are just annoyed about his pace rather than anything. 87. Is that deserved? From what I've seen in his Bundesliga highlights, maybe, but to get 87, that's like really good. I mean, that's such a stupid thing to say, that's really good. I don't know if that's deserved. Is he that much better than like Mason Mount? I mean, he's been consistent for a few years, hasn't he, Sancho? Yeah, okay, maybe. I mean, he has been amazing in the Bundesliga. Paul Pogba, fair. Alexander-Arnold, yeah, fair. Maybe he didn't perform quite as well last season. What we were saying. Whatever. I mean, he's just not quick. That's literally the only reason. Yeah, but I don't think he's that fast. So 87 for Robertson, fair. And yeah, I'm glad that Diaz got an upgrade. He's a really, really good player. And on to the best players in the world. Keylor Navas, Sergio Ramos is maintained at 88 overall. Bruno Fernandes up to 88. That is definitely fair. He's a fantastic player. As is Suarez. I'm glad he's old. Not Sancho. Not Fernandes, but yeah, Ramos, Suarez. I'm glad they're getting upgrades because actually I don't know if that is an upgrade, but I'm glad they're maintaining at that level because usually as soon as a player hits 30, FIFA or EA just go, well, you're nowhere near as good as you used to be. And then Suarez for some reason is 86 or 85 overall, so I'm glad as he's getting on, he's still that high rated. Whoa, Erling Haaland 88. Yeah, deserved. Right, I think so. People can say that he's young and doesn't deserve it, but I think he does. Right. Raheem Sterling, 88. High rating indeed. Oh, shut up. My God. Alright, I'll make honest opinion. People say this stuff purely because they didn't want England to win. That is literally the only reason, in my opinion. And I won't say any more on it. I have a lot to say on that, but I won't say any more, despite how desperate I am to say more. I'm sure most of it's trolling. If it's not, people just don't know as much as they think they do about football. Anyway, sorry. Tony Cruz, can't comment too much on him. Lukaku deserves it. He's an absolute beast. Donnarumma deserved. Salah deserved. Benzema definitely deserved. I mean, he's not going to be that useful because of his pace, but it's deserved. Yes, Kimmich, 89 overall. Again, deserved. Kimmich is one of my favourite players. I love the way he plays. Deserves high defending, personally. Deserves higher. And he should be faster. A bit faster, not that fast. Alisson, yeah, Courtois, goalkeepers are boring, whatever. They're always going to be around that rating. Casimiro, he always gets an incredible rating, but I actually have not seen him play that much. I just kind of go with the fact that he's so high rated. Mane, maybe a bit overrated. It looks like people might agree. Was he 89 rated last season? I don't know. Huminson, now that is deserved. He's a cracking player. I love Huminson. Yep. People underrate Kane, as in some people who don't really like English players underrate him, and I think he deserves that. Ter Stegen, I don't know really. Ronaldo is joint third, and it is Levandovsky who takes his spot, and Messi maintains at 93 overall. Wow. Mbappe gets an upgrade to 91. He gets an upgrade. A fair amount of dislikes. People disagree, and I have to say I might agree with the disagreement. What we were saying. Missed penalty or something. Guys, stop saying he's overrated. I can't like all these comments. Guys got on a 1% for being a cover star and Pace Merchant. Pace Merchant, I think it's a cheap comment, but I do. Overrated. Should be 87. Yeah, if Haaland is 88 and he's 91. Don't get me wrong, I think Mbappe is a brilliant player. I think the amount of hate he's getting there is maybe slightly unwarranted, but I don't think he's 91. I can't comment on Neymar too much. I've not seen him play in literally years. I thought the one match I watched, because I watched the PSG versus some random team because I wanted to watch Messi's debut. I thought Neymar was distinctly average. I thought Mbappe was good. I thought he was pretty good. It's not fair to judge off one game. That's why I'm not judging Neymar. I have no idea how good he's been the last couple of years. Mbappe though, the matches I've seen him play in the Euros and such, like, he was okay, pretty good. Was he the same level as Cristiano Ronaldo? The same level? Because when every single time I watch Ronaldo play and I watch De Bruyne play, they are consistently every single game, he was a bit quiet. He's always class, absolutely class. And I cannot say the same for Mbappe. But anyway, then Levandovsky upgraded to 92, second best player in the world. Fair, absolutely fair. I've watched his goal compilations and whatever. There's lots of Bundesliga content on YouTube, and he is always centre of everything for Bayern, and I think he deserves it because he's just incredible. For Poland against England last week, he was debatably one of the best players on the pitch, and he was so good, even in that relatively poor Poland side. And Messi is Messi. He deserves 93. I'll hear nothing more and nothing less. He is amazing. I love Messi. Best player ever, in my opinion. My favourite player of all time. I didn't know that. That is kind of funny. I have to say I was very disappointed there when he moved to PSG. I was desperate for him to go to the Premier League, but you got to think Lionel Messi, he doesn't speak any English, or he doesn't speak much French either, but if you were Lionel Messi, you've lived your life between as a kid in Argentina and the rest of your adult life and career in sunny, beautiful Barcelona. Would you rather go to Manchester, like actually live in Manchester? There's nothing against Manchester, but would you rather live in Manchester or Paris? And if you're Lionel Messi with his young family, Manchester. Okay, Manchester is a brilliant city, but it's in England, and England is cold, and the north of England is colder, because it literally was Man City or PSG. There were signs that Chelsea might have gone in for him, but realistically, they're not going to go in for him, are they? Manchester or PSG, with your young family. Where does his wife want to live as well? I think I know. Personally, if I was choosing, I would have gone to Manchester, but that's because I live in England, and I would want to play in that system. But then again, I'm not Lionel Messi, and I think that's why he chose PSG more so than anything else, than the money, than the systems or whatever, or the ease of the league. I think it was just he probably preferred to live in Paris than Manchester. Not sure why I started talking about that, but anyway, cool. So thank you again to Train Hobo, whatever your name is, for this suggestion. Great idea. I've enjoyed this nice little ramble, and guys, I hope to see you all very, very soon in the next video. It's probably either going to be, like I said, a medicine-based video or a Minecraft video. So until then, guys, have a good evening or rest of your day, and I'll see you again very shortly.